San Antonio is a real spoke wheel city. You really see how it's built as it's got all the interstate that just circles around in layers, about 3 or 4 layers. It's kind of amusing to see dead end stop at a highway. That's your dead end. It's not some forest, it's not some river, some open expanse of land. It's a big, busy highway. People are a little more prepared for strangers like me around here. Take matters into their own hands. Although this is a police car right here. I think police don't want to be living in busy areas. This is not. East Central LSD. San Antonio? Oh, LSD something. 2 police cars? Oh. They drive a vehicle similar to their personal vehicle, similar to the police car. So this is the evening, sun sets in 4 minutes, according to the watch. They got so much going on up there. That apartment building looks like it houses a few hundred people. Parking would be very constricted around there. Or you could live in a house around here. I don't think you find much peace. You don't move here for peace and quiet. So it's like not much of a barrier between the neighborhoods and this busy shopping area. Dollar Tree, O'Reilly's, Title Cash and Loan, Easy Pawn. So much. I don't want to zoom in on it. There's a sign that said, "I love my church." And it's like, wow, you gotta wonder how much commitment you put towards something that may not be so great to love. There could be some other better churches out there, but you put the full commitment into maybe a sick church in a sick area because the strip club is within visual. The Other Woman, it's definitely a strip club. Church just down the road from that. You got some balancing of ideals going on, some opposite extremes. You can handle the stress of a big city. It'd be easier to stress somebody else out of their money. If you can maintain a sense of peace in all this chaos, the big city is where there's more opportunities to make more money stressing other people out. It's a matter of who can handle the pressure the best. Being under pressure, more opportunities for pressure and handling it. My kind of pressure, I try to keep as limited as possible, but just crossing the street. Sign that says hand painted art. All right over there, and then they've done a lot of very shoddy looking painting. Actually, I think it's kind of neat, but it definitely looks cheap, but it looks kind of like a nice cheap. It's definitely a cover for all the graffiti that happened. They've got some marks that show that they've covered graffiti. They don't quite have the right paint color for some spots to match the already existing building color. Alright, this might be a very laid back Walmart. It's quiet, it's peaceful. There is an armed cop who who's kind of like, last I seen him, he was shopping in the meat section. I think he's working. I think he's working and shopping at the same time. The gates at the entrances are active. I wonder if they're just kind of staying braced for the group the group burglaries, the group robberies. There might be professional criminal groups that come and just strike at inopportune times. Most likely at night. Probably not in the morning time. They likely sleep in. Maybe you call them flash mobs. Flash mob burglaries. I think the city has given me a little bit of unusual nausea. I was walking up to the Walmarts and I felt it. Nausea to the head, nausea to the stomach, and I think it's the city that's doing it. It's unusual. I feel generally healthy, but you're gonna get in a bad enough area and you can feel pretty nasty. But I think I did make a mistake sleeping next to this this tower, this cell phone tower. Okay, I do feel like I'm disoriented. All right, it's very unusual. I slept next to it all night. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Could it be am I microwaving myself? Wow, I don't like the feeling, that's for sure. I might find benefit getting away. One of the struggles with exploring a big city is that it makes you sick. A big city's like got so many influences to make you feel sick. I feel slightly ill. I don't know if it could be from the cell phone tower, but there's so much to explore, but it also makes you sick too. So how do you manage that? So I feel a little disoriented, uncoordinated, dizzy, having trouble breathing too. Like I have to manually breathe. There's a lot wrong with me right now, and it doesn't even feel like it's an infection. Right, so from this library, the Mission Branch Library, it's 5 miles into the city center. I think I could swing that. I think I could park here and then just ride in. As long as my bicycle survives. The parking is very, very good. They don't have any warning signs about library only. Maybe it's when you enter. Break into my car and I break your nose. Alright, it's definitely cooler weather when I'm eating more. I'm just craving more and more food, so I've been consuming extra amounts of this applesauce and yogurt, but I had pears with the yogurt this time. And then I also got this orange juice, which I mixed turmeric into. But it all tastes extra good when it's cooler weather out. Short drive from Walmart to the library, 0.8 miles, near the San Alfonso or some major church. I forget the name. I wish I knew the name of that library. It's Midvale. It's mid.
Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first right.
Mid something. Mid town. Middle. I've been to one before. Meridian. Minus. Okay, I got time to look. Mankins Menagesinus Maladjuma. My mission! Oh my god! Oh my god! Mission! Mission. Wow. I knew it started with an M. Wow. Alright, and then it's a short drive to the Mission Library. Mission's a nice area. Mission is definitely nicer than the east side. I do not like the east side. I got out of there kind of quick. I think I could get away with parking. Why was there a beep? And cooking. I think I can get away with cooking.
Arrive at Mission Branch Public Library.
Short distance, yeah, that's a historical. Checked out the historical last night. I'd like to fly the drone around.
In 1/2 mile, arrive at Mission Branch Public Library.
Okay. Oop. Oopah. Have a life. Oh, there's cars parked there. That would make it difficult. There's some backwoods trail that I could really consider. Yeah, it looks like maintenance is there. So it looks like there's a good chance I could just park on the end and cook.
In 300 feet, arrive at Mission Branch Public Library.
Alright, yeah, there's no regulation for the library, for library parking, and it's not busy. No regulation. Just a fire lane. Notice. Oh, it's under surveillance. What? No parking. School bus 7 to 9 and 2 to 4. Really? Okay. Well, I'll just back in then to here. There's a school bus at 7. It's after 7. Children breathing. Okay. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to plunge with this first. Because I put almonds in here, crush them up. And they usually are. It's so difficult. There's these big pieces you could see. Try to plunge through that. Do a first run. And pour it into the cups. And then pour it back into here. After I empty it. And then do a second plunging with this. See if breaking it up a little bit might help. In conclusion, the nut meal, it does not help because the nut meal creates this film that is just has to be able to pass through. It's unable to pass through those small holes. It's got some kind of a film. It's too difficult to work with nuts, almonds, or the other ones. I may not need to get steel wool with tomato sauce. I got tomatoes. You can see the parts that had tomato sauce. The tomato's still attached to some of the upper part here. Wipe it away and you get the more pure copper. Tasting that copper with the tomato too. So we got another pot of potatoes and corn made in the library parking lot. Good stuff. Added some herbs. A pretty busy road. Car every 30 seconds. Museum sounds interesting. I didn't see that on the map. Oh, maybe it's the airport museum. Museum is it might be in the airport area. Interesting. Tex Hill next to the cemetery, pretty convenient. Crash in the cemetery and you're ready to go. They also offer helicopter rides. Looks like quite an old sign. Somebody inquires, they might be a little surprised. You can fly in warbirds or helicopters. See, this is historical stuff right here, all these pictures. Painted onto a fabric, Charles Lindbergh probably. I don't see any signs for the museum, just that one. It might be off to the right. Seems likely, I suppose.